You know what I do want to watch though, bro? I want to watch how an FBI agent infiltrated the KKK. I feel like this video is gonna be calm.
If there's any snitches in the group, we kill the snitches and they fire shots out of a gun. Boom, boom. And
I'll
everybody's
download
kinda
it though.
getting scared.
April 21, 2017. A group of men stand in a remote field in the middle of
Alabama?
Alabama.
It was nighttime and I am blindfolded. I've been instructed
Alright,
to place my right hand on the right shoulder of the person in front of me in line because that signifies brotherhood.
The Brotherhood is the Ku Klux Klan, the United States' oldest, most notorious white supremacist.
Wait, bro,
group.
2017, bro. That was like last year, bro.
This is one of their ceremonies. What they don't know,
Not really, but like,
one
you
of
know
them
what I mean?
is an FBI undercover agent, and he's no lightweight, 6'4", 260 pounds, covered in tattoos. His nickname, Hillbilly Donnie Brasco. He's gone undercover as a contract killer, a contraband smuggler, an arms dealer. He's put dozens of people behind bars, from drug dealers to violent motorcycle gangs to pedophiles. He's befriended and brought down biker gangs and neo-Nazis, people who are planning killings, murders, and the overall downfall of society.
Maybe.
And when he was saying we're going on a camping trip, what he was saying is we're going to kill somebody. And everybody's screaming death to your, F your Jewish God, death to America. And then somebody says,
why do they wear the black ones?
Let's watch a little of it, RN.
Why did KKK members wear black?
PLS bro, and also black is leader.
Oh, that's what that means?
Is in the group. We kill the snitches and they fire shots out of a gun. Boom, boom.
We drove all the way over to his ranch in Tennessee.
That's kind of like
everything.
Counterintuitive, isn't it?
The story of Scott Payne, the redneck turned FBI agent who infiltrated America's underbelly.
Nah, this nigga must get hella hate. Cause think about it, he is white too though.
Can we watch PLS bro?
Okay, bet. I want to see this first though.
The majority of this video is based on Scott Payne's book and podcast. Find the links in the description.
Get behind me, Satan.
It was a watery image. It was completely red, and there was a demon looking at me in that watery kind of ripple image.
The fuck?
With a grin and long crooked finger looking at me saying, "Come here," smiling.
Oh yeah, I returned to Bibs. I got king.
Old.
Oh, Basketball Zero? I know Crack is like the only one I know that plays it.
And he's just seen a demon. The year
bro,
before,
speaking of Kraken, bro, we need to do that scary mod, bro. Where the fuck is he?
Watching diabolical horror movies, satanic rituals, deals with the devil. That's what brought him here, a friend's house, spending the night. They've had a small amount of alcohol, but no drugs, no hallucinogens.
I would do like these little vignettes where I would pretend I was being possessed by a demon or I was the devil or whatever. I was on the couch and I was doing.
You know, I had a dream.
A movie where
this was when I was hitting the pen at the time. Bro,
oh yeah, West.
I had a dream that I was in heaven and I was being like dropped into hell. It was low-key scary as fuck, bro. This was like 2020.
Where somebody is like being possessed by a demon. And so I'm fighting in my voice and then the demon voice comes in and there's this battle. And at the end, the demon
I felt like God was showing me something.
So that's what I act like happened.
I might have been tripping,
I'm
but
laughing like the demon, and I rolled over.
It all started as a mock demonic possession, but then he actually saw a demonic figure, and this was his breaking point.
So let's just say, after the demon scare, I got Jesus scared back into me, and that was it. Not that the devil was done with me, but I was done with him.
Halloween night 2019. This is Scott on his final major undercover mission. And this is a goat. It was stolen and is now at the center of a pagan
Yo,
ritual.
why do they do that?
It's been nearly 35
Like, why do demons make like goats like the superior animal or some shit?
years since Scott's first
Like
encounter with
they
the devil.
praise the goat.
But on this night, the devil is all around him. And he's definitely not done with Scott.
Now we're all in a circle around the goat.
I know greatest of all
Somehow I
time, but
ended
that
up
was
at
like
the
way
back of it. I
before
don't know how. It was
that shit was
bad luck
even.
on my part, I guess, but I'm holding the
BTW
legs
check
of the goat.
Discord gaming.
He's got this blade and he's bringing it up and bringing it down in a practice swing, practice swing, practice swing. And
Okay.
finally somebody says, just do it. Eisen comes down with every bit of force he's got and hits the back strap of the goat. And I don't even know if it broke a hair. I don't know if it's because the back strap's too thick, the blade was too dull, but he hit it and all you heard the goat was just go bah. And I'm like, oh man, this is going to get bloody and bad real fast.
The man swings again. Again. Nothing. Finally, the blade is replaced with a gun.
I said, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yep.
And he's like, what? I'm like, man, look at what you're shooting at. We're all in a circle around this thing. And then he looks to signify the sacrifice or solidify the sacrifice.
Scott is one of the few who decline.
So when it gets around to me at the end, I'm looking at the blood and it's already coagulated. It's
That's
all
disgusting.
chunky and clotty. And I'm looking at it going, man, I really don't want to turn this up and drink it. I mean, this is disgusting. So I dipped my fingers deep into the blood, pulled them out, and then sucked all the blood off my fingers.
This is not the Ku Klux Klan. This group is younger, better equipped.
Damn,
and
bro, just got
prepared for a
initiated.
bloodbath. And not only animal blood, but the blood of any human who isn't one of them. Jewish and Black Americans, and anyone they consider traitors to the white race. They're by far the most
Traitors?
dangerous group Scott will ever infiltrate. Unfortunately for these tripping blood-drinking white supremacists, Scott Payne has other plans. It's exactly the kind of thing he spent the last 17 years working to prevent.
Nah, bro, just damn near initiated now, bro.
I became an FBI agent in 1998, and by
1998.
2002, I'd already done some undercovers.
That's
for
the year I was
FBI,
bored.
But I wasn't yet certified through the FBI undercover school. So I finally got a slot.
September 2002, Quantico, Virginia. This is the FBI Academy. If you make it through the year-long application process, if you pass the physical and psychological assessments, the
Yup.
tests, the polygraphs, the interviews, the background checks, if you make it through all that, you end up here in a 20-week training program.
You know what I
If you
wanted to
get through
do?
the 20 weeks, you become an FBI
I kind of
agent.
still want to do it.
Scott's
I want to
been here
work with the
before.
FBI.
Now he's back.
I wanna
About
do
to
some
start the
shit in
training program
logistics,
for
though.
undercover agents. Getting admission to the program is hard enough.
I need my
Graduating
bachelor's
is
first.
even harder. Only about half the admittees make it through.
It's a 2-week school with no days off. We're very big on sleep deprivation. You're going through multiple scenarios of all shapes and
Okay,
sizes.
we're back, bro.
And
Bro,
it's
my
only
internet is
20
pissing me
slots
off,
for the
bro.
class.
Others break down. They make missteps during the high-pressure scenarios. They grow delirious and erratic from the lack of sleep. But Scott thrives. The sleep deprivation, the relentless roleplay, the grueling exercise. If anything, he feeds on it. Meanwhile, he's learning from his idols, legendary FBI agents like Joe Pistone, who spent 6 years undercover with the Bun-On-No crime family. But they don't always notice him.
So I remember Joe Pistone coming.
You know what I was
to me,
looking at?
I was like a kid. in
I was looking at my
Kansas, man. I'm
usage
like,
and
oh
shit
my
like
gosh,
that.
This is Donnie
And
Brasco.
bro,
This dude did 6 years undercover in the mafia, and
it's low-key high as shit. I don't know if that's like has something to do with it. Does this have something to do with it? It's cloud storage. I'm like 0.9 over. Like that could be making internet back. Cause like, bro, I have fiber optic and I have an Ethernet cable connected to my PC. There's no reason why I should be lagging like this. No reason. I pay for the best internet in my area. Just for me to stream. I'm gonna have to look into this. And plus it looks like I need a Windows update. So we'll see.
he's teaching, but he has this thing where he keeps kind of
Okay. That might be the reason.
walk right up to the desk. So he kept stepping on my feet, and I was trying to get out of his way. And then finally, as he's teaching, he just looks down at me and he says, Jesus, kid, either you got the biggest feet I've ever seen or I can't see. And he throws a couple
Did
of
he say Kenny?
So he kept stepping on my feet. And, I was trying to get out of his way. And then finally, as he's teaching, he just looks down at me and he says, Jesus, kid, either you got the biggest feet I've ever seen, or I
Did he
can't
say Kenny
see."
or Kitty?
And he throws a couple of bucks on the desk because he's like still in mafia mode. He throws a couple.
This
he
is
goes,
why we
"Hey,
clash.
go get yourself a shine on me." And
No way,
I just took
9.8
my feet and
gigabytes
shoved
wasted
them under the
for.
seat, man.
Damn.
Joe Pistone may have scuffed up Scott's shoes. What neither of
What's
them
up,
could have
Brody?
known at the time is that Scott would go on to fill Joe's. The FBI Academy trains agents to take down bad actors. More and more of these criminals operate online. Scammers, identity thieves, fraudsters, the list goes on.
Kenny,
Such
you know about the
criminals rely on
KKK?
personal data, your name, your phone number, your email
I know you're in the
address,
Philippines.
sometimes even health-related information. Most people aren't aware that their data has already been exposed and is actively being sold by data brokers online.
What do you think about the
Incogni helps
KKK?
solve this problem. Incogni scours hundreds of data brokers and then leverages data protection laws to have your exposed data deleted. With their unlimited plan, Incogni even offers
What is
custom
this?
removals. If
I'm
you
not sure to
find
see
your
this
post
ad.
I was certified as an undercover.
the code for /Fern TV. Remember, no tool can guarantee 100% removal, so be careful with what you share online.
So once I was certified as an undercover in the FBI,
What are y'all doing
if
for
you're looking
Thanksgiving?
on paper, I really didn't jump out.
Scott doesn't have a fancy degree. He doesn't speak any foreign languages. His nickname is Big Country, for obvious reasons. So he begins to work as an instructor at the school he just graduated from. Unorthodox, but it got him noticed by the right people.
I'm role playing in these scenarios, and people that are there who are senior undercovers are watching because they're trying to recruit for other cases. And that's how my name started getting
You know
out
about the
there.
BNN?
So after months, there's
I don't know.
finally a possible assignment.
What is that?
One that Scott is perfect for. Sure, he's a redneck with almost
I
no
know
foreign
the Black
language.
Panther group. BNN? It's a clan. Black niggas. I've never heard of that.
Skills,
I've heard of
not
that.
suitable for many undercovers. But he has something most other agents don't. He doesn't need to pretend to be a hard-living misfit. He is one. He knows he'll feel at home where he's about to go, but he has no idea how close he'll grow to the criminals he's been assigned to infiltrate, and how hard it will be to turn on them.
People always have their own opinion of what undercover work is. Some people say it's acting, some people say it's lying. Essentially, this is the definition of undercover work. You are building relationships that you're going to betray.
That's true. Operation Roadkill.
Scott is on a mission, and his targets, these men, have just arrived. They're members of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club, the main rivals of the Hells Angels. They've been implicated in drug
Hells
trafficking,
Angels.
prostitution
Heard of
rings,
them.
money laundering, the list goes on.
Yeah.
And they're notorious for violence
They were
against
like
rival gangs.
they were like one of the
Infiltrating them
craziest
and
like
succeeding is
motorcycle
difficult.
groups
Scott Payne is here to do just that.
during the time.
But there's a problem. Part of the intelligence Scott was given is wrong. He was told they wouldn't be wearing their colors.
From what sources
Obviously,
say.
they are. Scott has hoped to strike up a casual conversation, letting the topic of motorcycles arise naturally.
Ugh.
But these guys are
Is that a piece
advertising
of hair in
their
that shit?
affiliation. He can't just go up and say, "Hey, you guys
Ain't
rock."
gonna around it.
His only choice is to make them come to him. Luckily, another part of the intelligence is right. This guy, road named Spanky, loves to be the center of attention. So
Spanky.
Scott steals it. He works the crowd. He tells jokes. He talks loudly. He draws attention to himself, making Spanky want to steal it back. Soon enough, Spanky asks where Scott is from and sends him a drink.
Spanky's called me over. He's introducing me to other people. And of course, I'm getting more scrutiny. The more people I meet, the more scrutinized I am.
Everything seems to be going well, but the real scrutiny happens somewhere else.
So I walk into the bathroom, and
Okay.
as I'm at the urinal, and a lot
Spanky
of bars,
comes
there's
behind
like
you
a
and
little
fucks it.
box in front of the urinal, plexiglass. It might be flyers for a band coming up or a stripper coming to town or something like that. So I can see a little bit of a reflection, and I see this jacked big dude come walking in.
GG's.
And I see him looking at each stall, and he's like, okay, that's empty. I see him looking under the stalls to make
The
sure
fuck?
nobody's in there. And I'm watching this from a
You
reflection.
can try to beat your ass.
And then he comes walking up right beside me, and for a split second, I thought,
No
"Oh,
witnesses.
I'm getting jumped. I'm getting jacked right here." And that didn't
He
happen.
kisses you.
He says, "So what brings you to Massachusetts?"
Oh,
All undercover FBI agents have a legend,
lame as
a
hell.
detailed made-up backstory that they have to commit to memory. He's from deep South Texas, up in Massachusetts for work. He loves Harleys and whiskey, and his name is Scott Calloway. As it so happens,
Calloway.
the guy grilling him in the bathroom is also named Scott. Scott Town.
A lot of
Scott
undercovers,
Town.
you bond with people, especially deep undercover long term.
These
But
racist
there's
fucks.
never been another person I bonded with closer than Scott Town.
For a year and a half, Scott gets to know
Wait, these
the
guys aren't in the
outlaws.
KKK
He
though.
drinks with them, rides with them,
I don't
fights
think.
alongside them. He gains their trust. He becomes
Oh,
their
is this
friend.
real pictures?
They call him Tex. Scott's legend may be a lie, but the friendships are real.
Tex.
Scott Town becomes like a brother.
He likes to drink, I like to drink. He likes to fight, I like to fight. He likes to ride and lift, I like to ride and lift. We completed each other's sentences. We were just kind of cut from the same cloth.
They even both have a daughter who's the exact same age.
It's crazy.
Scott Town is kind of a doppelganger, the person Scott Payne might have become had he not gone into
Doppelganger.
law enforcement. Another gang member, Brian De La Vaga, aka Clothesline, also becomes a close friend of Scott's.
He said, and these guys are my
I wonder if I got a
brothers,
doppelganger.
and I grew up around them. He said, but I really don't have that many friends. Somebody that I know would take a bullet for me and that I would take a bullet for. And in my mind, I'm looking at his face and I'm going, oh, no, man, don't say it.
Huh.
And he looks at me and says, you're one of those guys.
Damn. What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
Tomorrow is the big day. Over the course of last year, Scott
Wait,
has
wait,
convinced
wait,
the
wait.
outlaws that he's a
And I grew up around him. He said, but I really don't have that many friends.
What the fuck was that
Somebody
cutscene?
that I know would take a bullet for me and that I would take a bullet for. And in my mind, I'm looking at his face and I'm going, oh, no, man, don't say it. And he looks at me and says, you're one of those guys.
What? What the fuck? I'll take a bullet for you. Now come down to the basement and take your shirt off. The fuck do they got going on, bro? No. Like genuinely, bro. What the fuck?
Tomorrow
And
is
now they're in
the
the
big
church.
day.
That's
Over
some
the
weird ass
course of last
cutscenes
year,
game.
Scott has convinced the outlaws that he's a high-ranking member of an international theft ring. They begin running jobs together. It begins small, with insurance fraud and vehicle trafficking. An outlaw reports a motorcycle as stolen. He then files an insurance claim, while Scott sells the motorcycle across the border. A double win. Money from the insurance company, money from the sale. They do this again and again, with motorcycles and other vehicles. But tomorrow's job is different. Some of the
They have
outlaws
no
will be
idea
serving
he's in
as
the
security
FBI.
during a major drug deal, a gig arranged by Scott himself. He's revealed that he has connections with a Mexican drug cartel. No surprise, considering his line of work.
Damn, really think about it though. You're an FBI agent. You can do all types of shit. Like the law doesn't really apply to you. Because if you get caught up, just like yeah, I'm just undercover. Like I don't know. That's just kind of crazy to me.
If they get caught, they'll be looking at serious jail time. And if something goes wrong during the deal, the bullets will
He's
start
over here
flying.
doing all these drug deals and
Scott is
shit.
told to meet the outlaws at their clubhouse. He's not surprised.
At the same time,
Probably
getting
won't go
caught,
over
bro,
the plan one
you're
last
cooked.
time.
Like
Scott arrives.
that's your
The
life.
place is familiar. He's been here countless times. He knows what's behind every door in the building, except one.
Oh,
Clothesline leads him to that very door.
they
Now
know.
he realizes that something is wrong.
Oh fuck.
Scott is told to strip.
Oh
need to
fuck.
check
He
him
has
for
a
a
wire.
wire.
Oh
Because of the
GG's.
stress of this happening,
GG's.
I forget my middle name. I'm having an
Damn.
adrenaline dump. And for anybody who's ever had it, it can be any traumatic experience, but I'm having auditory exclusion. So what I hear sounds like I'm underwater. It's going whoosh.
Auditory
whoosh.
exclusion.
So it's
Exclusion.
slow. I need you to take all your clothes off. It's slowing down. I'm getting
Fuck.
time dilation in my eyes. Everything I see is in screen grabs.
Fuck.
Click, click, click. I can feel my
We're
heart
gonna
beating
pass
through
out.
my entire body. My hamstrings get rubbery. Now, Clothesline has instructed me to take all my clothes off. Here's what I'll tell you.
Okay.
If I'm not wired, it's just an embarrassing moment.
Right.
I'm naked in a small crawl space with two guys with pistols. Problem is, I'm wired to the hilt.
Fuck.
But they don't find anything. Scott's recording equipment is not taped to his chest, but in his clothing.
So my adrenaline starts settling,
Ooh.
and I'm starting to come back to normal, and I think I'm done. And I get my pants back up. I don't know if I have my boots on yet or not. And then
He took
Clothesline
all
grabs a
his
piece of
clothes.
clothing that I
Oh,
was
shit.
wearing. And that piece of clothing has a
Fuck.
recording device in it.
Fuck,
And I'm
bro.
watching him, and he starts
Fuck,
grabbing
bro.
the clothing, and he's going through it nice and slow with his fingers. And I don't realize I do it, but yeah, there's an audible sigh. You can hear me go, because I don't even know. I don't even know I'm doing it.
Oh
And
fuck.
he looks right at it and misses it. And I live to fight another day. I live to fight another day.
Wow, bro. Wow. He could have been dead right
Moving
there.
trucks enter the parking lot of the Brockton Holiday Inn.
Bro got
One is
lucky
filled
as
with drugs,
fuck.
the other is filled with money. A Mexican drug
Bro,
cartel is
my
selling
heart would
40
have
kilos of
dropped to
cocaine
my
and
ass if
1,000
I was in
pounds
that
of
position.
marijuana to Canadian buyers. The Mexicans aren't taking any risks. They've arranged an American security detail, the Outlaws. Surveillance at every entrance. 4 men in the parking lot there to provide protection, unload the drugs, and count the money. Everyone is armed and antsy. One false move and all hell could break loose. The deal
Dude.
is wrapped up quickly. The transfer is complete. All the money's there. The Outlaws are particularly relieved. They may be tough, but this is their first time working with a cartel. Now they'll get paid $15,000 for their services.
Damn.
Scott counts out the
15,000?
cash. He did it. He successfully tricked them. The cartel? FBI agents. The Canadians? Also FBI agents. 8 months later, a hotel in Nevada. Scott's been
Does he
laying low,
keep that?
coordinating his undercovers from afar. His outlaw friends think he's going through a divorce. In reality, he's been diagnosed as overassigned after experiencing a severe stress-related panic attack.
Damn.
He's been ordered to take a 6-month timeout. He's been teaching during this time. His current class, ironically enough, is called Undercover Stressors. All the students have gone to bed, but Scott's only just returned to his hotel room. It's early 4 or 5 a.m. The drug deal back in November gave the FBI all the evidence necessary to arrest and imprison multiple outlaw members, but the operation has continued. Until today,
How did
the day of the
they had to have a
takeover.
feeling
Scott doesn't
he was
think
a
he'll hear
spy
from
or
any of
some
them
shit.
again.
Unless they
But
just
then
do that
his
to
phone
everybody.
rings. It's Scott Town, and he's concerned. He's heard some arrests were made,
It's how an FBI agent infiltrated the KKK.
and he wanted his friend to know about it. He says he's going to take a shower and gather more information.
Right now,
He'll
I think they're
report
just
back.
talking about his backstory, though.
And the last words we spoke to each other were, he said, "I love you, brother." And I said, "I love you too." And that was the last words I spoke to him. And probably about 45 minutes after that, a SWAT team hit his house and
Damn. The 48, bro.
In the end, 15 outlaws
That's
were
so
arrested as a
fucked,
result
bro.
of Operation Roadkill.
At the same
One of
time,
them
like,
was sentenced to 21
oh, that's fucked up, bro. Imagine, like, the dude you think your best friend is. You dead ass will take a bullet for him. You fucking kill niggas for him. Come to find out, he's a fucking fed.
years in prison.
He's been
Closed up at
backdooring you
12
this
and a
whole
half
time.
years. Scott Town,
It's
7.
fucked.
The outlaws never saw their friend Scott Calloway again.
Chapter 4,
The
Operation
Ku Klux
Smoking
Klan emerged in the
Robe.
wake of the
Did it
American
say
Civil
robes?
War. From the very beginning, they were racist to the core, raining terror and death on black Americans. In the late 19th century, they flogged,
No
tortured,
kid.
and lynched politically active black men, raped their wives,
My fault. My fault. My fault.
shot their children, and burned their schools. Historians consider them to be America's first terrorist movement. Today,
What the fuck
KKK
was that?
remains active, but raped their wives, shot their children, and burned
said
their
grape.
schools. Historians consider them to be America's
What the fuck is that? What kind of mask is this?
first terrorist movement. Today, the KKK remains active, but only as a shadow of its former self.
Yeah, they fell
Fewer
off.
members, less influence. However, burning crosses is still one of their favorite things to do, and they've stayed true to their roots. Naturally, as a terrorist organization, they have to act in secrecy. You might assume that infiltrating them as an FBI agent is not the easiest feat.
So you may ask yourself, how do you contact the United
I'm black
States
too,
of
though.
America? Well, it turns out the group I was looking at had a hotline.
Scott
My
started
grandparents
talking to a
got
guy
snatched
named
from
John Jack,
Nigeria.
a Klansman whose passion for Jack Daniels earned him this nickname. Scott tells him he's got the number from a group of bikers he met at a gas station. It's a plausible story. Scott looks the part, and his time with the outlaws taught him how to play it. Biker gangs and white supremacists often run in the
Bigots
same
on
circles.
bikes.
Jack starts talking about this rally that's coming up. Vendors, burning crosses, country music, the usual. But there's a problem.
He said, "I'm not going to lie to you, Scott. I had a band lined up, but the singer just got locked up, and
Why isn't TTS working? I have a mom. I have a homeless mom. Is kind of homeless. I have please need this. Please speed. I need this. Mom is kind of homeless. Please speed. I need this. Speed is kind of homeless.
I really don't know what the hell I'm gonna do about music. And I thought, this could be my end. And I said, did I happen to mention that I'm a musician and a singer?
You can't see
I
my
said, well,
face,
I'll tell
but
you what I'll do. I'll bring my acoustic and my PA system. When I get there,
we
you can
playing
come
after
meet
this?
me by the car. I'll strum a couple of tunes for you if you think I suck. And he's like, oh, hell, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Scott doesn't
I
know
want
that
to
he's
do a
just
little bit of
unleashed
reactions,
something far more
and then
sinister.
we can go to Roblox.
April 21st, 2017.
Damn, was
It was the day
Alabama
of the
like
Ku
the
Klux
home of
Klan
this
rally.
shit? Let me find out. Let me see. Where did the KKK originate from? Oh, Tennessee. 1865. Oh. Look, that could have been LeBron James right there. It's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy. Fuck the KKK.
I got lost multiple times until I finally drove up on this empty, I don't know, lot fenced in the middle of nowhere, but it wasn't hard to spot because the Nighthawks, which would be the Klan members in all black, who were the security force,
No, I
were
don't
all
got a face
standing
gun.
at the gate with guns. And a lot of these people were felons.
Scott's ready for an interesting time. He's been to plenty of biker gatherings, and perhaps this will be similar. During his mission, Scott
Now that's
learns about the
crazy though,
KKK's
bro.
Constitution.
Like, bro was stripped inside a basement with guns pointed to him, with people thinking dangerous fucking criminals thinking that he's a Fed, bro, which he is. Somehow he gets away with that, and he still continues to become an FBI agent. Like, bro, I feel like at some point you gotta like think about your life, gang.
And bylaws, studying the Black Klansman Handbook,
Like,
which he'll learn to refer to as the Cloran. He'll become familiar with the original mystic insignia
Cloran?
of the Klansmen. He'll learn this all in class with a K, so that he can pass the K-Uno test, a prerequisite to getting fitted for a robe. K-Uno stands for character, honor, duty. It's getting dark, and he's been invited to participate in a naturalization
I don't know
ceremony.
when I do that, Robert.
He has no idea what this
I'm not too
means,
sure.
but all the newbies are doing it.
One day.
He'd stick out if he didn't. And that's how he finds himself in the middle of the
Chat's not
forest.
showing either? Oh my god, what the hell's going on? Bro. The hell? Let me see. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Okay, that should be good. That should be good.
Blindfolded,
Wait,
they
type
walk the
something?
shoulder of the man in front of him, a gesture meant to signify brotherhood. They are told to raise their right hands and repeat an oath.
I do swear from this moment forward
And then they tell us to get down on our knees.
to fostering
There we
the
go.
welfare of the white race,
So I'm on my knees, blindfolded.
and further the work of America's greatest movement.
They take my blindfold off, and there's a Ku Klux Klan member in a green robe, and he has this
Wait,
sword,
green?
and he kind of knights me.
The United Klans of
Is the
America.
green? Is this like the initiator?
And we all hug, and there's like a little bit of a celebration, and I'm not sure what happened. And then it hits me as I'm walking to my truck. I'm like, I think I just joined the damn Klan. Yep, that's what that was. So I got naturalized in the Ku Klux Klan that night.
Why it
Scott's
will?
time at the
How come he
KKK
low-key look
will
like
end
he's
up being
smiling though?
relatively-
Naturalized in the Ku Klux
Am I tripping?
Klan that night.
Maybe I'm not. Or maybe I
Scott's
am,
time
I
at
don't
the
know.
KKK will end up being
Look like
relatively
he was smiling a little
short-lived.
bit.
The case isn't really going anywhere. And there's another group coming into focus, a far more dangerous one.
In the FBI, we started encountering
Jesus, bro.
more violent type extremism, not the KKK
His
types.
knees
We're talking
blindfolded.
advanced neo-Nazism. And it led me to an accelerationist group called The Base.
The base mission will provide to be far
That's a
more
lame
extreme than
name.
anything Scott has ever seen.
The network of violent white
An
supremacists.
extremist group known as The Base.
Violent neo-Nazi terrorist.
Paramilitary group called The Base.
The fuck? Chapter 5, The Base.
On August 11th, 2017, crowds of people marched to
Y'all
the
know about
campus
this?
of the University of Virginia in Charlottesville, chanting racist and anti-Semitic slogans. They were protesting the removal of a statue of Robert E. Lee, the famous Confederate general. The next
Okay.
day, they were met by counter-protesters, and things quickly turned violent. Then they turned deadly. A white supremacist drove his car into a crowd of counter-protesters, injuring
Damn.
35 people and killing Heather Heyer. For some,
Fuck
the
is
Unite
that?
the Right rally was a wake-up call, surprising proof that white supremacy
What? Out of all the people that have died in the KKK, why do they? Okay, never mind. Fuck it.
persists in America.
They label her out of
This was
everybody.
a grim reminder and frightening evidence that white supremacists were feeling emboldened enough to come out of the shadows. The first accelerationist group emerged in 2015. They called
Hell is
themselves
wrong with their eye?
Muffin
Is he cross-eyed?
Division. They'd been inspired by the
Oh
writings
no,
of the
these niggas
neo-Nazi
on
James Mason,
drugs.
whose book Siege had become a sort of Bible for accelerationists. The
Siege.
book denies the Holocaust and attacks homosexuals and Jewish people. It also calls for organized violence, specifically for the formation of terror cells prepared to wage war against the system. Initially regarded as fringe or even cringe, accelerationism steadily gained traction. By 2021, roughly 90% of white nationalist groups identified as accelerationist. That same year, the U.S. Director of National Intelligence identified racially motivated violent extremists as the most
They
lethal
do.
domestic terrorism threat. More than other white supremacist ideologies, accelerationism insists on the importance of direct violent action, the kind of action taken by the people they call saints. Like Saint Tarrant, for Brenton Tarrant, the Australian white supremacist who attacked 2 mosques in Christchurch,
my.
New Zealand. He killed 51
Wait,
people.
I think I remember that.
Or Saint Roof, for Dylan Roof, who killed 9 people, all black, during a church service in Charleston, South Carolina. This is the kind of
think I heard of
action
that too.
accelerationists believe in. Action that will further destabilize society, that might finally lead to societal chaos. They are explicit about this.
No.
For example,
Tell me
they
why
want to ignite a race
white
war.
people hate black people. Like they wish we were here, but we're the reason why. They're the reason why we're here.
Failing that,
Let's be honest.
the purpose is to inspire more violence, which is exactly what such attacks have done.
Shit don't make sense.
Scott Payne just signed up on Facebook. He's about to publish another racist post. His goal is to get banned. But nothing
His
happens.
goal is to get
A
banned
fellow
on
agent
Facebook.
points out that he doesn't have any friends.
So he just
He adds
starts
a few
spamming a hard
people,
R.
and that does it. Another racist post.
First, it became popular to be a. Now it's popular to be a fan or half. Wait, what is a F? What is it? What is he trying to say? Now it's popular to be a. AG, I think. Wait, he's comparing that to black people.
His goal is to get banned.
I'm God fucking damn it.
But nothing happens.
I'm
Fellow agent
am
points out
a
that he doesn't have any
damn
friends.
dinosaur.
He adds a few people, and that does it. He's promptly kicked off. Okay, well done. Next up is Gab, a social networking site well known for its tolerant stance towards far-right users. He participates in forums with names like
White
Whites
Warrior.
Only. This will further elevate his credentials. On July 15th, 2019, he writes an email. I've been seeing your stuff, and I'm definitely interested. Survival and self-defense. I like it. The next day, a ping.
Thanks for contacting the base.
I should
You
look
can
at
learn more
Gab.
about us on our official Gab account at the base. If you're interested in joining,
I don't have a Gab.
please provide the following info to begin the vetting process.
Is it still a thing? Oh my. Yo, wait. What if some crazy shit happens? What if they show some crazy shit? What is this shit? Jesus carried 350-pound. Where are the pictures of the judges? He didn't see a devout Christian woman. He saw a little. The fuck? What is the meaning of life? My boy, the meaning of life is getting to know the Lord Jesus Christ. Am I dumb for scrolling through here? ADO is a terrorist organization. Shut it down. Let me stop. Bro, this should just say X ripoff. Low key, it looks like it. Okay.
The Base is a white supremacist neo-Nazi group. They were just founded a year ago.
Since
And they are
2019.
accelerationists through and through. Their plan entails assassinations, sabotage, and acts of terrorism. Their targets are black people, Jewish people, and anyone they consider traitors to the white race.
Oh
They
my.
want to do guerrilla warfare tactics, so it's murdering people and disappearing. It's poisoning a water system, taking down a power grid, derailing
So the Base is a new age
anything to cause
KKK,
chaos.
The idea is that after the
but they get
collapse,
Jews
the
too.
group's cells scattered across the world will form white ethno-states led
I've
by
never
white
heard of the Base before.
supremacists. This event, total societal
on.
collapse, has a special name, the Boogaloo.
The Boogaloo.
Now, Scott is trying to join them. They ask for his name,
Hmm.
White Warrior 88, and his age, 44.
The
Scott
W
Payne is actually 48.
W
He knows
disguise.
most Base members are between 18 and 25. He wants to seem as young as possible. Sex, race, location, military experience, fitness level, special training, and organization affiliations.
Yeah, they want to make sure you don't got
Here,
no
his past undercover
military
experiences
experience.
pay off. He mentions the Klan and biker gangs.
I wonder if they do have
So,
military
here
people in
I
the KKK in the Base. They might. They low-key might.
am, approximately for a week or more, I'm emailing back and forth to somebody with a Proton email account. And they're asking me all kinds of questions.
I don't think
about
before
my
they would care.
ethnicity, what I can bring to the
Probably
table,
now it's like,
what's
oh,
my history,
you might snitch
and
or something.
I
I
laid
don't know.
out a story that I was a old biker, shocker, and a former skinhead from South Carolina.
It was
As
a
Scott would find out later, the
former
owner of that email
skinhead.
account was none other than the founder of the Base himself. Online, he's known as Norman Spear and Roman Wolf. He's been on the public's radar since 2018, but his true identity is unknown. That is, unless you're in the FBI. Ronaldo Nazaro is 45,
Sweet.
American, born in New Jersey. He'd worked as a contractor in Iraq for the Department of Justice. Now he's in Russia, but it's 2019. You can organize neo-Nazis into a network of accelerationist insurgents from just about anywhere. The email exchange continues for less than a week. Then Scott
Okay.
is invited for a phone interview. It's supposed to take 30 minutes, but ends up lasting an hour. Now, both Scott and the Base have a 24-hour grace period. After that, Scott will need to make the decision. Does he truly want to join?
Damn, I didn't even know there was
When they
a
bring me in.
like a Nazi. Damn, the KKK literally made a baby with the Nazis, and they named it the Base. That's kind of crazy, isn't it?
And they asked me, hey, where are you located? And I said, in East Tennessee. And they said, the closest cell to you.
Did
is
y'all
in
know?
North
Did y'all
Georgia."
know this?
That's where Scott will have to pass one final test, an in-person vetting session. August 2,
The fuck is that in his head?
Rome, Georgia. To Scott, the men look more like boys. He knows that one of them is the leader of the Base's Rome cell, but that's it. They tell him to step out of his truck.
They look like
Scott
kids
isn't
though.
wearing a wire. He knows they'll check. But hidden in his truck is a tracking
They
device
look older than me, but like,
put there by his case team. As long as Scott is near his truck, his team will be able to find him.
I step out.
make them check the truck.
You know, shake
blow that
hands
shit up.
or whatever. And he says, hey, I need you to put your phone in airplane mode. And I said, okay. He pulls out this wand
shit.
thing that I'd never seen before. It
That's
looked
a
like
tracker.
Geiger counter. It had a big
It's a-
triangle
it's a
card, it had
UAV.
lights all over it.
It's an
He
IQ.
wands me, and I pass because I'm fine.
He's
on it.
using the
Then he
IQ
starts
operator from
wanding my
Siege.
truck.
Yeah,
No big
GG's.
deal. Until he starts going to the back driver's side of my truck, which is
Fuck.
where the case team placed my tracker. That thing he's holding in his hand starts going crazy. The
Fuck.
closer he gets to the back of the truck, it starts beeping, beeping, beeping.
Fuck,
beeping,
bro.
beeping. I see colors going on it. I'm like, oh no, man, it's picking up the tracker.
Scott braces for a fight. He's alone.
Just blow the shit up.
His team knows where he is, but they have no idea something is wrong.
Oh shit.
But he gets lucky. The other guy wonders if the device is picking up the power lines.
And he
Hmm.
walks over and it goes crazy. And he's like, damn it, yeah, or whatever he says. Yeah, it's the power lines. Follow us
Dumbasses.
to another
These
location.
dumbass fucking
Scott has
clan
to act
members.
fast.
Bro, you. Okay, whatever.
Has to get the tracker deactivated.
And I'm calling the case team and I'm like, hey, you need to shut that tracker off.
Hmm.
And at first they're like, well, we can't shut it
Yo,
off.
L
And I'm like,
FBI though, like, they kind of like they couldn't like prep him better. They couldn't have given him something that wouldn't detect it or something, or like a little remote where he could just turn it on and off.
You have to shut it off.
Bro, the
And
FBI
he's
don't
like,
fuck
well,
with
if
him.
we shut it off, we're not sure. What if we can't get it back on and we lose you? I said, here's
See,
what I'm
look,
telling
y'all need to
Whatever they
test that before the mission, bro. His life is dead ass on the line. That's
have is picking up the tracker. If you don't
come
shut
on,
it
bro.
off, this is going to be a very fast undercover because it's going to be over as soon as we get to where we're going.
You need a bullet in his
Arrive
head.
at an abandoned concrete plant.
And I'm
He's gonna be
thinking to
fucking
myself, oh,
dead
this
in the
is great.
fucking middle of
How many
nowhere.
movies have I seen where somebody's killed in an abandoned concrete plant? I hope they got the tracker off. They pull out the
Shit.
wand, they wand me, and I passed.
Okay, it looks like they
Scott
turned it
was
off.
in. By this point, Scott's been around the block. The Outlaws, the Ku Klux Klan.
We don't want to turn it off because we don't know if it will turn back on. What the fuck?
Scott has been with the base for over 2 months now. As a boy, he
Wait.
loved camping with his parents and friends.
That shit said
He'd
2019.
They pull out the wand, they wand me, and I passed.
Hold on.
Scott
It should
is
said
in.
2019, but like a sign
By this
said
point, Scott's
2023.
been around the block. The Outlaws, the Ku Klux Klan. But nothing could prepare him for what comes next.
But it's a little slut. He's been everywhere. Why is this 2023? Some shit's not adding up.
Scott has been with the base for over 2 months now. As a boy, he loved camping with his parents and friends. He'd explore the woods, go fishing. But the camping trip he's just been invited to isn't like the ones he used to go on. The list of things to bring contains some unusual items.
It's a weird logo.
Weapons, ammunition, and the same kind of camouflage. Flecktarn, worn by the German military. This is no ordinary camping trip. This is a hate camp, an extended training session to prepare members for the Boogaloo. Hand-to-hand combat, weapons drills, grappling. By now, Scott has attended a number of similar training sessions, but this one is different. It's longer, 3 to 4 days, and it's bigger, with base members coming in from around the country. Texas, Alabama, Michigan, Delaware. He's
Damn.
familiar with many of the men he'll be camping with. At least he knows most of their online pseudonyms. Can't Go Back, Ison, Punish Snake, Dima, Big Siege, Zoomnat.
Big Siege. I wonder what his
And of course he knows his fellow
rank
Georgia
is.
cell members, Helter Skelter and Pestilence, who
I'm
vetted
Emerald
Scott
right
back in
now
August
in
with the
Siege.
cell leader himself. TMB, the militant Buddhist. Everyone knows Scott by his code name, Pale Horse. When you're an undercover
Pale
agent,
Horse.
some cliches are true. Scott has learned to expect the
Funny ass
unexpected,
names.
yet he fails to expect what would happen at the Halloween hate camp.
I
The
wake up
fuck?
to pounding on my window. Pale horse, pale horse. You got to wake up. You got to wake. I'm like, what's up, man? What's going on? They're like, hey, you got to get out here and see this. I've been doing undercover since 1996 at this point.
Okay.
And I have never been with a group of people where I had to burn Bibles, burn American
Damn.
flags. I damn sure wasn't part of a group that went out and stole a goat and we sacrificed it at a pagan ritual and drank its blood. And I did all that in 3 days with these guys.
Wow.
After they decapitated the goat, the group comes together for a barbecue. They roast the goat over an open fire and have it for dinner. All of
Yo,
this
what's
before
up with these
culture
goats,
evolves.
bro? Why a
It's impossible to know
goat?
what blossomed in their brains that night.
Let me see this. Why do demons rep goats? Why are goats associated with demons? The association of goats with demons is rooted in various historical and cultural contexts. In ancient Jewish tradition, goats were used in a ritual where the community sins were represented by a goat sent into the wilderness. In Christian art and literature, goats are often depicted with demonic features such as horns and hooves, which some historians attribute to the influence of the pagan god Pan, who has half man and half goat. The Crusaders also spread the idea that their enemies worship Baphomet, a goat-headed demon, contributing to the association between goat and demonic entities. Because the devil is seen as a goat. But the term goat, like greatest of all time, is that's what I was like thinking, but that was like made not too long ago.
What hallucinatory horrors they saw.
But that
Their
makes sense.
drug-fueled fantasies were
I
empty as their
guess
sober
I
ones.
guess that makes
Then they
sense.
dreamed of death and destruction, of killing Black Americans, Jews, anti-fascists, and communists of the Boogaloo. Scott has
Like, they
become
could have picked,
intimately
like,
familiar
something,
with these
like,
fantasies and the
different, no?
beliefs that produce them. Behind each pseudonym is a young man.
Like a
and within
tiger,
each
or
young
like
man is a darkness. The militant Buddhist real name is
a
Lin.
rhino.
If the Boogaloo requires it, he
Snake.
says he could kill his dad. Pestilence is Jacob Cotterly. He believes Hitler is still alive. Michael Helterbrand, aka Helter
A lot of people
Skelter,
think that.
says he'd have no problem killing a commie kid.
Thought that.
Punish Snake, a former Canadian soldier
I'm sure he's
who'd
old
been
as shit
doxxed
now.
by an undercover journalist, gets emotional talking about it, but he knows he'll have to kill his ex.
Let me see. If Hitler was alive, how old? Oh yeah, he's definitely out of here.
Fiance.
Nigga still thinks he's alive. This was like what? 2 years ago?
Boogaloo kicks off. She's half black. Scott Payne records all of this,
Yeah,
and as he
niggas are
earns their
retarded. I meant
trust, he records
dumb.
more.
And we did more and more trainings through that Saturday. But by that Saturday night, we went back down to the holy site and had a bonfire. And that's where the American flags were burned. That's where holy Bibles were set on fire. And everybody's screaming, death to your, F your Jewish God, death to America. And when that training camp ended, that's when I advanced.
The FBI was smart though. They would
that's
see
when
what I'm
TMB
watching.
and Pestilence started bringing me in on murder plots that they had.
FBI, I am black, so you
It's
know.
more than 2 months later, and Scott is back at TMB's farm.
I'm not trying to join the KKK, obviously, or the base.
For the last few weeks, TMB has been talking about another camping trip, but he's been cagey. He doesn't want to share information via chat. Scott has convinced him to meet. He wants details. It turns out the camping trip isn't a camping trip. It's a hit job.
TMB creates a separate chat room.
CMB?
Camping trip. And when he was saying we're going on a camping trip, what he was saying is we're going to kill somebody.
Their target is an active Antifa couple in the Georgia area.
Clips Money Bitches, CMB?
TMB.
Oh, TMB.
Pestilence and Helter Skelter. And we were all going to make entry into the house. TMB wanted me to go with him to kill everybody, while Helter Skelter would be covering out the window to make sure no cops were coming and stuff like that, or help. And then Pestilence was going to set the house on fire. But in the planning of everything, at one point, Helter Skelter says, hey, if you don't mind, I'd like to pop my cherry on this one. That confused me because it means something completely different to me. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he said, I would like
He's trying to get fucked. He's trying to get fucked. Oh.
After casing the house, they begin the next phase of the murder plot, planning.
It was pretty extensive. Like, you go to a camping site, we leave everything digital, everything phones, everything there. We go scrub ourselves at a pay-by-the-hour motel. We tape.
Yeah, white people hate this dude. They hate this dude.
Vaseline on eyebrows and facial hair. See, this is all to avoid leaving DNA for law enforcement. At one point, TMB had done research, and he said that he read that the first time somebody kills somebody, they lose control of their bowels. So he was suggesting that we all wear adult diapers. I didn't tell him that I'd killed somebody before, but I told him I think I'm okay. I don't need any diapers. I was just as shocked when I got brought in on this murder plot as most people were. But while this is going on, the Baltimore cell, which is Can't Go Back, and Eisen and Punish Snake, are planning to go to this Second Amendment gun rights rally in Virginia that they thought
Come and
was going to
take
be the
it.
kickoff of the Boogaloo and the D-Day, the race war.
Boogaloo and
Their idea
D-Day.
was they knew you're going to have a bunch of Second Amendment people there, militias, 3%.
What are they saying on the?
You're going to have cops. You're going to have protesters. What if you pop a couple of rounds into that crowd? Nobody
Okay.
knows who's shooting at who, and everybody starts shooting each other. That could be the set-off.
Scott and his team know they have to stop him, and there's no time to lose. The Pro Firearms Rally is on January 20th, 2020, just a few months away. They jump into action. The next weeks are a flurry of activity, meeting, coordinating, and planning. Finally, the day of the bust arrives.
It's a Wednesday, and I'm in Rome, Georgia. I picked
Okay.
up Luke, who's TMB, to go to lunch, and we pull out.
Luke gotta
As
be
I'm
in his
driving down
20s.
the road, I knew what my ruse was going to be. I was going to say something was wrong with the truck, but
Bro's talking about wearing
as you know
diapers.
what? the truck made some loud sound I've never heard. I didn't hit anything. Something just went, and I was like, did you hear that? He's like, yeah. And I go, man, if my
Maybe
brake
even
calipers
younger.
are frozen again, I'm gonna be, because that did happen. So I took a left out of his neighborhood, pre-planned by the SWAT team, and I pull up tight to a fence. And as I go, hey, I'm gonna get out and check the truck. So I'm walking around the back of the truck. Another vehicle pulls up. He doesn't know who they are. I know who they are. They're part of the case team.
Okay.
And the guy says, hey, man, you need any help with that? And I look up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's you. What are you doing in Rome, Georgia? He goes, what are you doing here? I'm like, man, I haven't seen you. And as I'm doing that,
Oh shit.
there's the distraction. Here comes a Bearcat with a SWAT team over the
Oh,
hill,
my.
barreling down the hill. But Luke's looking at me, not at the car coming. And
Oh,
when
wow.
that thing's coming, I jump in the back of the agent's truck and I'm like, go, go, go.
He's out of here.
And you could hear the SWAT team giving commands. And luckily, the arrest went down without an incident.
The next morning, SWAT teams arrested Ison, Can't Go Back, and Punish Snake.
Essentially, we kind of tore down the base.
Luke Lane,
Rompe.
aka TMB, was sentenced to 6 years in prison.
That's it.
Jacob Cotterly, Pestilence, got 13. William Bilbro, Ison, 5. Patrick
Yo.
Matthews, Punish Snake, and Brian Lemley, Can't Go Back, 9 years. According to a recent Guardian article, the base is
We got like tomorrow, bro.
Its founder, Ronaldo Nazzaro, continues to live in St. Petersburg.
Bro, Diddy got more time than
Scott
that.
retired in June 2021. At his retirement ceremony, attended by friends, family, colleagues, and top FBI brass, June 30th was named Scott Payne Day.
Wait, it's over? Oh shit. Damn. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, he might die in prison though. I'm thinking there's probably a group that hate black people though in there. But maybe he doesn't have to tell them that he was a part of the bootlegged KKK and Nazi group. Is the base still up? Like, is the base group? It probably is, right? Because it was only in America he talked about it. Group still. Yes, the base group is still active and reportedly regaining momentum. What the fuck? Regaining momentum? GG's. Recent reports indicate that the group, which was once a major target of the FBI, is regrouping in the U.S. Bro, it's because y'all gave him like 4 years in prison. Raising concerns among international security agencies. The leader, Ronaldo Nazzaro, continues to operate from Russia, and the group's resurgence is attributed to a perceived window of opportunity with the new administration. Wow. Yeah, bro. GG's. We're cooked. GG's. What the fuck? When did they make this? When was the base created? Wow. 6 years ago. What the fuck do you mean it's making momentum though? It's regaining momentum. Yo, we need to make a group. Let's make a group, y'all. What's the group name gonna be? We're gonna make a group. And we're gonna make a way cooler logo than this shit too. Any names, any ideas? They West neighbors right here? Nah, my neighbors are Mexican. The cool kids cool. The cool kids. I said cool. My fault. You said the cool kids club? People are gonna think that's the KKK still. What about the Black Panther? Is the Black Panther still? It's the Black Panther Party still active. Still active. The various chapters and initiatives across the United States. For instance, the San Diego chapter is actively recruiting and engaging in community service, such as running a community garden and providing free meals. Additionally, the party legacy continues to influence contemporary social movements and activists, highlighting its enduring impact on civil rights and community empowerment. Black Dagger Tigers? Wait, what's that? That's a thing? Oh, you're saying that our clan name? It's sort of similar, though. You know what? I think Royal Anarchy's count. Check DMs. Look at what I made. Also, lesbian homie. Who, OG? Nah, that was a good video, though. Yo, bro, nah, bro. If he gets caught in the street, bro, and someone knows who he is, bro, he's cooked. Yo, this video got 7 million in 2 weeks. He's cooked. He's cooked. He's cooked. You don't think they're gonna use this as information on how not to get caught up? Like, let's be honest. They gotta like revamp and redo all this shit to try to get back and get more information. They might be cooked. But at the same time, it lets them know, like, okay, we're on time and like don't fuck with us, low key. I don't know. He's not undercover anymore. He's just gonna shoot him. Yeah, bro's cooked now. Like, he can't. He has to hide somewhere. He got to go to like some island. They need to protect his man. For shout out to bro. I'm not even trying to glaze. Yeah, he's gonna die. Like he's gone. He's gone. I'm not even praying on his downfall either. But he needs security.